Hello and welcome back to Factorio. So we are going to continue to develop our oil and uranium outpost. One of the things I noticed is I put all these belts, I put these down facing the wrong way, so the belts were all running the wrong way. I have now corrected that. We appear to be having a little bit of a problem here, in that the pattern doesn't appear to have gone down properly. That should fix it. As I said, none of these are going to start working until they get sulfuric acid. The other thing I just noticed is I plopped this down directly over where the actual oil is. So I need to move these stations back. So we're going to start with this one. And I think the easiest thing is going to be if I take the track up with it. Oops, Control Z, because that was not a copy, that was a deconstruct. I want to do a cut, because I want to be able to put this down again. There we go. So we're going to move this up. To there. You're not stone mining, you are uranium. Uranium mining 1. Make you a nice green. Right, I need to move this back as well. So, head back to the base. Control X. I want the roboport this time, because that's part of the design. And that's as far back as I can push it. There we go. I needed those storage boxes to go back down so the robots would have somewhere to dump everything. Right, and now I can move all this up. Again, I think a cut will work. Right, and replace this track. That's why it all went dark, because all the power got cut. There we go. I think we probably want to move these roboports up so they're in line. There we go. So, yep, you have a rail signal in front and behind. And looking here, we've got... Yes. No, we don't. Hopefully there won't be too much queuing here, otherwise I might have to redesign this. There's plenty of room up here, though. If I need a multiple train car park while they're waiting for their particular stops to become empty, that is something we can do. Right, so we are going to need sulfuric acid going there, but I think I want to get the oil up and running because the base has been crying out for that now for quite a while. So, pump jacks. Let us plop these down. I was considering getting out of the Spidertron because it does move a little bit weirdly, so let's do that. I think I'm relatively safe, and if I'm not, I can run away. Pump jacks. Pick up ghosts, and then we can get the building train to finish this. Right, I believe that is all of them. It's quite a few, actually. Right, I'm going to program the building train to actually deliver pump jacks here. Let's say 5. And spread the roboports. Are they all within the build range? Not quite. I'm sure I only asked for 5. Oh yeah, but there was a load in the train as well. So basically, there's going to be 5 spare in the box. Right, so we need an oil loading station. We will copy the one from oil field 1. And it can go here. Right, get our curve in place. Did I leave enough room for the exit? I did, just. I think we just need that and that. Right, so at the moment we want them to... Do we need them to wait if the place they want to go is not empty? I suppose it doesn't really matter. So we'll just put a normal signal there and there. Let's rename this oil field 2. And we can actually get this up and running relatively quickly. I just have to put pipes everywhere. Right, so I've got all this wired, although I've not actually powered it yet. Reason being is I don't want to die, because once they get powered, then it's going to produce pollution, and that might get stuff here. So I've got my robots building myself a nice perimeter. I've just got a few little things still to do. Where are my gates? You can't blueprint gates over rails, so I just need to make sure I add those in. Oh, okay, curved rails in the way. Alright, this one I can probably do that. Get rid of that ghost, please. There we go. And I just need to do a little bit of extra walling. Right, and then just a few more little lasers here and there where I think I might be vulnerable. Corners tend to get hit more. So a couple of extra laser turrets on the corners. Probably not a bad thing. There we go. Right, so is the wall intact? No. There are a lot of lasers down, but not all of them. Hopefully the building train is on its way back, though. So I'm going to want a train to run from here to oil processing. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to put a train down. And then fluid wagons. Right, is there fuel at oil processing for the trains? Yes. Although it will run out if we don't get enough petroleum, but hopefully we will once this train is running. We're probably going to actually have two trains running from here to the base, and we'll still have the one train running to the old place. So let's power this stuff up. And I'm going to use substations, I think. And for the few that are left, I'll just use the mediums. Or big electric poles if need be. Right, all of them are pumping away? Yes, yes they are. Okay, why is this not working? See, this is supposed to ensure that it loads evenly. And it was working before. Blueprint train stations. As I said, I found this on online. That's going to slow the trains down something rotten, and I don't understand why it's happening. I mean, everything's powered. It's a copy of the one from over here. Which also doesn't appear to be working. Oh well. I mean, it's balancing all of these tanks correctly. 6.8, 6.8, 7, 7.5. They're about the same. So maybe it won't be an issue once this thing is up and running. Okay, your job. Oil field 2, yes. Right, Go to oil field 2 until you are full, and then go to oil processing until you are empty. And I think that's all I need to do. And we want another one. How many fluid wagons am I asking for, logistically speaking? Ah, this thing's not set to give me fluid wagons. There we go, right. Make sure you have 5 fluid wagons and 5 normal wagons in case I want them. There we go. What I can do is put down ghosts. Though it can be tricky to get a ghost to go down. Yes, I know ghosts must be built on rails. This is a rail. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm going to need a station to offload sulfuric acid here. So if I just go to oil processing, that will give me the copy of a station that offloads. Actually, it's going to be relatively simple, and I think this train is going to be slightly unique and different. Give me my fluid wagons. Thank you. Right, those are now full. So what is the other train up to? You are currently at oil processing trying to empty your thing. Now I've not done the redesign on this yet. We'll go back and do that in a moment. What I would like to do is copy your programming. So, shift right click. Now this is just a case of there's only so fast I can burn it. And paste onto you. So you now have the same programming as the other one, and you can go to auto mode. There we go. Right, so a station to offload sulfuric acid. So it doesn't require a lot of sulfuric acid. If we line up the train stations, make sure that's set up properly. What did I decide was needed here? Just one after. Right, so we're going to pop a train down. And you're going to be sulfuric acid. Uranium mining, a delivery. So I think just a single fluid car. While we're here though, we will set this train up as well. colour is sulfuric acid? Sort of yellow. There we go. You want to have uranium. Uranium ore. Right, that's all done. Right, sulfuric acid. You will want to output with a pump. Into a tank. And then we want to pump out of that tank to our mining array. We're not getting pipes delivered here. So let's set that up. Give me 100 pipes and 100 undergrounds. See, by default I have most of this set quite low. I don't know why we've got default of 7 chemical plants. That's not needed. So we're going to go up here and then cross the tracks. What I need to think is I'm going to have belts running out. And then I need this stuff to distribute to each of these lines. So, as pointed out, on the side of these machines, there is an input now for pipes, but they will connect to each other. So everywhere I've got an unbroken row of them, I can just feed in one at the end. I'm going to move you a bit. Do we have pipes? Come on, building train. And we've got that log jam at oil processing that I was afraid of. Okay, we're going to have to run back to the base and fix that. So I hopped in a little train, and here we are. Right. This is an issue, and I'm not sure how we're going to solve it. I want you on manual mode, and you're just going to clear out the way. But there is another oil train, I think, waiting. No, there isn't. Okay, so I want to make sure there's no path in here. There we go. Where did you come from? You came from oil field 2. I am just going to send you back to oil field 2. Now, these trains will not leave their other stations while there isn't a path to here. So that's why I've done this. We need to turn this around before we continue. I should have done this first, but I forgot. Right, so get rid of unneeded signals. We're going to try and use this same bit of track. We're just going to sort of move the station. So X, the station, because I want it to keep the name. You go away. Right, so I want all that to line up. This needs to go further. But it can't, because that's where my curve is. I put those signals down because that's going to help set the direction of the track and make sure that none of them are going to find their way here. Right, so that's going to go down here into a curve. And then we're going to have a bit of a parking lot. Right, as far up as we can get it. Oil processing 1. So what we need is parking for multiple trains. So do we just sort of do a squiggle? Let's see what we can do. Ah no, that's not going to work, is it? Because I'm just going to go down and hit that track again. So what I need to do is go up a little bit. I don't know if you've got enough room for this. Yes, we do. Okay. This is basically just giving us more room for trains to wait. And you just want to connect to there. And then we just need lots of signals. So each time I need the length of a full train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so just south of the path. I will do this all the way along. That's done, and the oil trains have already started arriving. So we now have 3 oil trains full of oil waiting to unload. But we do need to make a slight adjustment to this, unfortunately, because it's not quite fitting as is. So, X, we need to move this stuff into a position so there's one of these connected to each car. Like so. Q. Pop you back in. Right, so you go in there, you're going in there, pumping through to that one. And this is where we actually output to our system. There we go. So hopefully now we will always have a constant supply of oil. Okay, so this disaster was averted. Well, wasn't averted. This disaster happened. Right. While we are here, though, we want to set up sulfuric acid, which I don't think we have down here, do we? No, I'm making the sulfuric acid there and piping it to the base. So my plan was to set up a station actually at this end, because sulfuric acid is on the bus. Wow, we've actually almost finished that. So we've only taken it as far as here, but we can get it further. And we can set up a train station here somewhere, because we do have our train tracks here. So this will be like a non-standard junction, but it shouldn't be too hard to fathom. So we need some rails that are going to go north. And we need to be able to go from that one to that one, or from here to there. Like so. And then if we're heading down, we need to go from there. Rotate that round, get it nice and straight. So that one, or to here. Now this is going to be a tighter corner, but that works. And then we just do the usual thing with the signals. So heading up this way. Now you can get away with just putting normal signals after a split, because it doesn't matter if the train stops there or there, it's going to block that anyway. So that's that way in. This is this way in. And this way in. And then put a chain signal anywhere it's about to cross another track in the direction of travel. So you would cross a track there. We'll ignore that one. And you would cross a track there. If you were coming down this way, you're not crossing any tracks at all, so we don't need any. If you're going down this way, you're only crossing a track here. Oh no, you are crossing a track if you're going this way. And a normal signal on a just before a split. That I think will work. So let's get a sulfuric acid station built. There we go. Sulfuric acid base loading. Just give you an idea where it's positioned. It's just sort of tucked in here. This is where the modules are made. Brought the sulfuric acid down, single tank, there it is. So we should be able to start the train running. There's a couple of trains on manual mode. I don't know which is which. So rather than from that screen, we will grab the train like this. Okay, add station. Sulfuric acid base loading until full. Sulfuric acid uranium mining delivery until empty. And go. And luckily I wasn't standing in the way. Oh no, because it's way over there. And I've just got like a little requester chest here that's getting solid fuel. And that will keep this train fueled up. We're not putting some of the gates down because... There we go. Alright, actually let's jump in. And we can use this to ride back. Right, so we sorted out the oil. The oil train parking. So those should be running backwards and forwards quite nicely now. And now we're going to get the uranium. I better hop out quick because it won't take long for that to empty. And it's gone. That's why you only need a single pump per car. Right, one thing I do want to do is... Do we ask for gates anywhere on the train? We don't know. So I have to run down and put these down myself. Might want to add that to the building train if ever I redo it. Make sure our perimeter is secure. So now we've got a load of sulfuric acid. And we almost got run over. Right, so what I was trying to do was just get a little pattern set up. They're not really all in line, are they? Okay. I'm going to try and do this an easier way. Which is we're going to hook up at the back where we don't have to worry about the belts. Right, so if we just get to here... Why am I not seeing any uranium in there? Because I've not done that. There we go. And I am just going to run along the back of all of these. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Let's give you a proper belt, shall we? As said, these do not take up that much sulfuric acid. So they are all happily running. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8 to 4 balancer, please. Red belt balancers. 8 to 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. last few. Maybe that belt immunity module is not so bad. Right now, are we mining slowly because of power issues? No, satisfaction is full. This is just a very small patch. But I think a little bit of uranium goes a long way. So, how full are we? Right, so we want to set up a place back at the base to accept the uranium, to do the processing and to set up the nuclear power plants. I'm trying to see if I take the Spidertron and clear out those guys, I could expand this wall all the way up and down, and that would make all of this very well defended. But there's probably enough room south of this train track to do everything I need in this area here. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm in between episodes. I'm going to secure a little more than currently this continent. We will wall off down here. We can. There's probably a lot of stuff within range. Oh no, okay. What I probably want to do, I'll ignore those guys. That's far enough away. We're just going to try and secure this southern bit of the continent for our nuclear plant. So I will see you in the next one, where hopefully we'll actually get some nuclear power up and running.